Step into the timeless realm where ancient wisdom intertwines with the celestial mysteries of the universe. In a world illuminated by distant stars, there exists a remarkable instrument that unlocks the secrets of the cosmos, the astrolabe. Prepare to be enchanted as we delve into the captivating history and celestial wizardry of the astrolabe, a gateway to realms beyond our imagination. An astrolabe is an ancient astronomical instrument that was a handheld model of the universe. Its various functions also make it an elaborate inclinometer and an analog calculation device capable of working out several kinds of problems in astronomy. In its simplest form, it is a metal disc with a pattern of wires, cutouts, and perforations that allows a user to calculate astronomical positions precisely. Used by astronomers. Historically used by astronomers, can measure the altitude above the horizon of a celestial body, day or night. It can be used to identify stars or planets, to determine local latitude given local time, and vice versa, to survey or to triangulate. It was used in classical antiquity, the Islamic Golden Age, the European Middle Ages, and the Age of Discovery for all these purposes. Applications. A 10th-century astronomer deduced that there were around 1,000 applications for the astrolabe's various functions, and these ranged from the astrological, the astronomical, and the religious, to seasonal and daily timekeeping and tide tables. At the time of their use, astrology was widely considered as much of a serious science as astronomy, and the study of the two went hand in hand. The astronomical interest varied between folk astronomy of the pre-Islamic tradition in Arabia, which was concerned with celestial and seasonal observations, and mathematical astronomy, which would inform intellectual practices and precise calculations based on astronomical observations. Regarding the astrolabe's religious functionality, the demands of Islamic prayer times were to be astronomically determined to ensure precise daily timings, and the Qibla, the direction of Mecca towards which Muslims must pray, could also be determined by this device. In addition to this, the lunar calendar that was informed by the calculations of the astrolabe was of great significance to the religion of Islam, given that it determined the dates of important religious observances such as Ramadan. Etymology. The Oxford English Dictionary gives the translation star-taker for the English word astrolabe and traces it through medieval Latin to the Greek word astrolabos, astrolabos from astron, astron star in lambanin, lambanin to take. In the medieval Islamic world, the Arabic word al-astrolabe, astrolabe, was given various etymologies. In Arabic texts, the word is translated as akidu al-nujum, a direct translation of the Greek word. Al-Biruni quotes and criticizes medieval scientist Hamza al-Isfahani, who stated, "Astrolabe is an Arabization of this Persian phrase, sitaralab, meaning taker of the stars." In medieval Islamic sources, there is also a folk etymology of the word lines of Lab, where Lab refers to a certain son of Idris, Enoch. This etymology is mentioned by a 10th-century scientist named Al-Qami but rejected by Al-Khwarizmi. History. Ancient world. The early astrolabe was invented in the Hellenistic civilization by Apollonius of Perga between 220 and 150 BC, often attributed to Hipparchus. The astrolabe was a marriage of the planisphere and dioptra, effectively an analog calculator capable of working out several different kinds of problems in astronomy. Theon of Alexandria, c. 335, c. 405, wrote a detailed treatise on the astrolabe, and Lewis argues that Ptolemy used an astrolabe to make the astronomical observations recorded in the Tetrahyblos. The invention of the plain astrolabe is sometimes wrongly attributed to Theon's daughter, Hypatia, c. 350 to 370, died 415 AD. But it is known to have already been in use at least 500 years before Hypatia was born. The misattribution comes from a misinterpretation of a statement in a letter written by Hypatia's pupil Synesius, c. 373, c. 414, which mentions that Hypatia had taught him how to construct the plain astrolabe, but does not state anything about her having invented it herself. Medieval era. Astrolabes were further developed in the medieval Islamic world, where Muslim astronomers introduced angular scales to the design, adding circles indicating azimuths on the horizon. It was widely used throughout the Muslim world, chiefly as an aid to navigation and as a way of finding the Qibla, the direction of Mecca. 8th-century mathematician Muhammad al-Fazari is the first person credited with building the astrolabe in the Islamic world. The mathematical background was established by Muslim astronomer Albatenius in his treatise Kitab az-Zaj, c. 920 AD, which was translated into Latin by Plato Tiburtinus, De Modo Stellarum. The earliest surviving astrolabe is dated a 315 to 927-28 AD. In the Islamic world, astrolabes were used to find the times of sunrise and the rising of fixed stars to help schedule morning prayers, salat. In the 10th century, al-Sufi first described over 1,000 different uses of an astrolabe in areas as diverse as astronomy, astrology, navigation, surveying, timekeeping, prayer, salat, qibla, etc. Astrolabes and clocks. Mechanical astronomical clocks were initially influenced by the astrolabe. They can be seen in many ways as clockwork astrolabes designed to produce a continual display of the current position of the sun, stars, and planets. For example, Richard of Wallingford's clock, c. 1330, consisted essentially of a star map rotating behind a fixed rate, similar to that of an astrolabe. Many astronomical clocks use an astrolabe-style display, such as the famous clock at Prague, adopting the stereographic projection, see below, of the ecliptic plane. In recent times, astrolabe watches have become popular. For example, Swiss watchmaker Dar Ludwig Oechslin designed and built an astrolabe wristwatch in conjunction with Ulysse Nardin in 1985. Dutch watchmaker Christian van der Klauw also manufactures astrolabe watches today. As we journey through the fascinating realm of ancient astronomy, the astrolabe emerges as a timeless testament to human ingenuity and our ceaseless quest to understand the cosmos. This humble instrument, with its intricate gears and delicate engravings, unlocks the secrets of the heavens and bridges the gap between the celestial and the terrestrial. As the video on the astrolabe comes to a close, we are left with a profound sense of awe and admiration for the brilliance of our ancestors, who crafted these celestial navigators. If you found our video informative, kindly subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on our videos.